So it's time for the third week of Gundam Month. And today we're going to talk about all the Gundam series that I have watched. And I'll be giving you my opinions on all of them. So if you saw my first week of Gundam Month, then you know what my first Gundam series was. Gundam Wing. So with Gundam Wing, I did enjoy the first season. However, it's very political and kind of boring at times. But once you get to about pretty much disc 5 and up, it gets a lot better. Because it introduces a new Gundam, it has a lot more emotion after that point, and it's just so much better than Season 1. Plus the political stuff isn't as dry in the second season, but it's still, you know, political stuff, but I still like it. And I really like the Gundam pilots in the series. My two favorites are Duo and Catra, who coincidentally are played by my two favorite voice actors, so that's kind of a bias, I guess you can say. But yeah, Duo is my favorite character in this series. He is so awesome and laid back, and I wish I were more like him, because he's just so freaking cool. So yeah, Gundam Wing will always have a small, special place in my heart for the first Gundam series I ever watched. Then after I finished Season 1 of Gundam Wing, I decided to watch the very first Gundam series, and that would be Mobile Suit Gundam. I watched this on the anime channel back in last year, at the end of last year, because it was only going to be around until like January 1st of 2011, so I wanted to finish MSG really fast. And I really enjoyed MSG, but the thing is, I didn't really like the animation that much, and I know it was made in 1979, so I can't really, you know, I can't really say it's a horrible animation because it's, for that time, it was good, so I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing. Because I did get used to it, and also the voice acting is just so good, and the actual emotions in the Gundam series is done so well. Because MSG is the series that really makes you think about the pilots that are in the mobile suits. Because every time a mobile suit blows up in the series, or almost every time at least, they will show the pilot basically screaming before the Mobile Suit blows up. And that happens in other series, but it happens more so in Mobile Suit Gundam. And I really like that because it makes you think about the war aspect of Gundam and really makes you realize that there are people dying and not just the mobile suits. I mean, obviously you probably already think that anyway because someone's always obviously piloting it, but they make sure you know that there are people piloting those mobile suits. And it is a really good series. It was a really good introduction to the Gundam franchise, and I really enjoyed it. Now we're going to talk about my favorite Gundam series, Mobile Suit Gundam 00. This series is my favorite anime series of all time, and for good reason. This series has the most emotion in any anime I've ever seen, pretty much. There are so many scenes in this series that have made me cry, and I just love it for that. And the reason I cried in this anime the most is because the characters in this series are so well developed, and they have such horrible pasts that you really care about these characters. And when they die, you are just devastated. Just thinking about all the emotion in this series is just... oh, I want to rewatch it. I love it so much. And it's kind of funny that this kind of resembles Gundam Wing because of the cover. I mean, if you look at it, you have Setsuna and Hiro, who are both antisocial sort of characters, and they're both main characters, and they're both looking at something, and they both have the Gundams in the background, their Gundams, and both Gundams are blue, white, red, and yellow. So that's pretty crazy. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, this is my favorite anime of all time. So much emotion, so many amazing characters that I just love. I love all the characters in this series. I guess I don't really love the villains, but I love the villains as villains, if that makes any sense. Oh, Aliel Sanchez, you are the craziest son of a bitch in any anime series ever. Oh, Aliel Sanchez. I love Gundam 00 so much. So much. Then I started watching Zeta Gundam, and the thing about Zeta Gundam is the dub is completely horrible. The dub of Zeta is so bad that you laugh whenever they act. Every single time they act. Because in every scene, they pretty much act like this. Oh my god! You're a spy! Yeah, if you're gonna watch the Zeta dub, get used to that. Because they're gonna do that a lot. But you're gonna laugh, so that's a good thing. So yeah, Zeta's probably my least favorite Gundam series, although I do like it. I just really hate the dub. And then the last series that I've seen is Gundam Seed. And I have seen the whole series of this, just like Wing and Double O, and this series is also amazing. It has the same cast as both Wing and Double O, pretty much the same sort of voice actors, with some new voice actors as well, and it's just really, really awesome. The first season is good, but kind of like Wing, it gets a lot better in the second season. And also Double O. All Gundam series really get better in Season 2. And Season 2 of this series was nothing short of amazing. Again, I really, really love the characters in this series, just like most of the Gundam series that I've seen. My favorite being Athrun, and also I really like Kira. Pretty much the two main characters are awesome, and the female characters are really strong in this series as well. And this series is more of a romance, but I did like the romance aspect of the series still, even though there were some things that were kind of iffy for me. I did like it still, and I really, really enjoy this series. So those are my opinions on all the Gundam series that I have seen. I still have to watch a lot of other series and spin-offs, but those are the ones that I've seen. You can watch most of these series online legally, and I will post links below to where you can watch them, so go check those out. And also leave me video responses. Talk to me. Tell me what your favorite Gundam series are, and just talk about them. I want to really get this into a little discussion in honor of the Gundam 00 movie, and I love Gundam, and I love talking about Gundam, so I'd really like to see your video responses. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next week.